Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. I just wanted to come on here quick and talk a little bit about what occupational therapy is outside today because it's absolutely beautiful, but I am in the pathway of our local bear, so I'm hoping that he stays away for a little while because he's been coming out in the middle of the day lately for some reason. So if you hear me scream and run, I'll be back later. Anyways, so before I go into what an occupational therapist is, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. For those of you that don't really know me, I am an occupational therapist and a certified hand therapist, CHT for short, and I'll kind of go into what a CHT is in a different video. That's kind of a whole other thing. But what I do is I help people recover from injuries of the upper extremity, whether it be you're rehabbing from a surgery, you're trying to avoid medications, you don't want to rest, you're trying to avoid those dreaded needles and injections, or you're trying to avoid a surgery in the first place. So I also help musicians recover from injuries and prevent them in the first place, and I'll kind of explain to you why I'm able to do that in a minute. So how I got into OT is kind of a funny story. I was actually a musician, completely non-science based, never liked the sciences when I was in high school. I always knew I was going to be a flutist, and that was it. I got my Bachelor of Fine Arts in Flute Performance, and I went on to perform and play, and also ended up with injuries of my own that were career-ending. So that's how I kind of got dumped into the healthcare system, and I saw an occupational therapist. I'm sorry, that's my dog barking. She's chasing something, actually a horn. So I didn't really have a good idea, even as a patient, what OT really did. It wasn't until I went into school that I got a much clearer vision of what OT does. And OT is really what I love about it so much. It's based on function. It's always been based on function. You know, in recent years, insurance companies have mandated that all healthcare professionals are function-based. Their goals are function-based. But OT, since its origin, has always been based on function. People will also sometimes say to me, oh, do you help people get jobs? Well, no, we don't help people get jobs, but we help people do jobs. And that job can be, you know, your work. It can be your leisure activity. It could be knitting. It could be, you know, it's not just showering and dressing. Everything that you do throughout your day, we look at as a job. So that's kind of where the word occupation comes in. We treat dysfunction that limits people from doing these tasks and what's important for you to do. The other part of OT that was really drew me in was that it's very holistic in nature. It encompasses the mind, the body, and the spirit. And there's lots of different areas that you can specialize in with OT. You can specialize in spinal cord injuries and traumatic brain injuries, and neurology, pediatrics, mental health, orthopedics. For me, I was always orthopedic based. I always wanted to do physical medicine and rehab just because of the history that I had with injuries. So it's really versatile. You can do a lot of different things. So that's one of the reasons why I can specialize in musicians, is because I've kind of been there. I've done that. I've had the injuries, and I have kind of a unique understanding of what they're going through and what their requirements are as a musician. So as OTs, we have huge training in anatomy and kinesiology, training in gross anatomy, neuroanatomy. A lot of our courses were actually with our fellow PT students. It's really, really, really science-based. One of the things that we had that was really, I thought, annoying at the time, but has been a huge help, is we had this course in activity analysis where we had to take an activity, whether it be bending down and picking up a sock or a pen. We had to analyze every little thing that went into that task. So all the cognitive functions, the muscles, the nerves, the joints, everything that had to be done in the human body to perform that task was what we had to look at. So we have really, as annoying as it was, it really has given us a great ability to analyze a task, figure out where the dysfunction is coming up from, and then either treat it or send it on to somebody that can actually help that patient as well. So if it's, you know, a different issue, then we can, you know, send them on to a different provider if need be. Many injuries and disabilities obviously prevent people from doing what they need to do. I had injuries that prevented me from playing. So OT then looks at those injuries and disabilities, and we come up with intervention programs to help you get back to doing what you love, if you know, or adapting that. So what we do is, you know, as a CHT, I have extensive training in surgical procedures of the upper body, not just the hand. So we have a really good understanding of what is going on in that surgical procedure, so we know how to rehab it afterwards. We adapt the activity, we adapt the environment. We are teach people on how to use adaptive equipment if that needs to be. We also have extensive training in splinting as a certified hand therapist. I do taping techniques, modalities, and lots of manual therapy. I do a lot of manual therapy. So I hope this video has helped. If you have any questions, please comment below. Please help me spread the word and educate people on what occupational therapy is, so that they have a better understanding of what we do and how we help. We go into healthcare so that we can help people. So if you know anybody that may benefit from this video, please share it. And if you have any questions, please comment below. I survived the bear. Have a great day.